With this video, I will talk about lab safety essentials. Now, students often have questions about safe chemical handling, covering aspects like the need for gloves, storage conditions of chemicals, proper disposal methods, and emergency responses for spills on skin or in the eyes. So you might wonder, do I need gloves for a specific chemical? How do I handle a chemical fire? What do I need to do if a chemical spills on my skin or my colleague's skin or in the eyes? For guidance on these matters, simply click on the Safety tab in the Chem 306 online guide. There you'll find reliable resources to ensure comprehensive knowledge and safety. For example, in the Material Safety Information box here, we have two resources, PubChem and Material Safety Data Sheets, that can be used to find information about a chemical. If I click on PubChem, here you'll see in the center a search box where you can type in the name of a chemical or the CAS registry number. You can also search by chemical structure. So if you click on Draw Structure, a chemical editor will appear and you can draw the structure and search for that. I'm going to do a quick search on acetone. So I need to type in acetone. And as I type, a pop-up will appear with all chemicals that contain that keyword. I can just select acetone here. And this will bring you to a new page. And the best match will appear at the top. So here you see acetone and other names for that chemical. So if I click the name link, here you will see the compound summary of your chemical. Notice that the information is bordered blue. If I scroll down a wee bit, you can see that there is a lot of detailed information. The information covers everything about that substance. On the right side, you have a content section in which the headings are linked to the page. So if I click on structures, this will give you the structures of your chemical. Or if I click on spectral information, this will give you different spectra associated with your chemical. Drug and medication information, safety and hazards, toxicity, and so forth. If I go to the top, under chemical safety, you'll have a link labeled as Laboratory Chemical Safety Summary, or the LCSS data sheet. This will contain specific information about the safety aspects of the substance. So if you like, you can click on that. And now you will see the safety information about your substance, acetone. Notice that it's now bordered in orange. On the top right, under Contents, each of these headings are linked to the page. So if I click on the GHS classification, that is the global harmonized system, and it's used to classify and label a chemical. For acetone, it's classified as flammable and an irritant. If I click on Physical Properties, it'll give you some information about the physical property of the substance. If I click on First Aid, you will see some information about what to do if you spill the substance on your eyes, your skin, if you inhale it or ingest it. If I make this a little bigger, so if you spill some of this chemical on the eyes, it says here to flush the victim's eyes with water or normal saline – solution for 20 to 30 minutes, etc. If you spill some on your skin, you need to flood the infected skin with water while removing and isolating the contaminated clothing. If you inhale it, take deep breaths of fresh air, and so on. If you ingest it, if a victim is conscious and not convulsing, give 1 to 2 glasses of water to dilute the chemical and immediately call a hospital, and so on. It also gives information about storage and handling. Do you need to store it at a certain temperature, for instance, or do you need to handle it with gloves? Here you can see under safe storage, store in an area without drain or sewer access. Then there's cleanup and disposal information. Okay, so that's some information on how you go about using PubChem to find safety information on a chemical. If I go back to the Chem 306 online guide, I would also like to mention safety data sheets. Now, safety data sheets are summaries of the health hazards of the material along with their recommended safe work practices. These sheets are legally required to be crafted by the chemical manufacturers. If I click on this link, I'll come to a resource that contains a number of these safety data sheets. So here you can see that this resource contains over 24,000 safety data sheets on chemicals. At the top here in the search box, I can just type in the name of chemical. Say acetone. Click on search. And here you will see that I've retrieved acetone from different manufacturers: Fisher, Polyscientific R&D Corp, Fluker, and so on. And some of these have been actually updated. If I click on one of these, say the Fisher acetone, here you will see the product summary of acetone from Fisher Scientific Company. On the right side, I can see a View PDF button, so let me click on that. And there you have the safety data sheet for acetone. The types of information that I can see from here are things like the name of the chemical, the CAS registry number, information about hazard identification, first aid measures, what you do if you spill some on your eye, your skin, if you inhale it, ingest it. There's also some information about firefighting measures, handling and storage. I noticed there's some information on physical and chemical properties of the chemical, and so on. So there's a lot of detailed information about that chemical from that manufacturer. Okay, so that was an example of a safety data sheet. If we now go back to the Chem 306 online guide, I would like to just mention these two resources, the Merck Index and the CRC Handbook of Chemistry and Physics. Both of these print resources are located at the Research Centre on Library North first floor. The Merck Index is the foremost source for key information on chemicals, drugs and biologicals, so you can get more chemical and physical information about a certain drug. The CRC Handbook of Chemistry and Physics is a comprehensive reference covering chemical and physical properties, including elements, compounds, thermodynamics, spectroscopy, kinetics, and safety information. Again, both of these are found at the Research Centre on Library North first floor. I've also added other resources where you can search for more chemical information. Finally, this is the last video for the class, so if you'd like to take the survey, you can click on it in the tab here and let me know what you thought of the videos and how they can be improved for future classes. Well, this is it, folks. Thank you for listening.